From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Quick, right?
Yeah, you've got to be consistent.
Hey,
It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Ow, what's that? Hi. Buggy. Why, Tony? Tonight.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
All right.
Play action. Stroud now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chris Rumph in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Danico Autry is in on the stop. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Herbert now. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, the spin. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tonight.
Play action. Here's Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
19 Texans.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Rumph. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
380.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more. second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 35, here's second down and 7. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers are back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Uno. Buggy.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Oh, ready.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The Texans at 11-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing now is Stroud. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
All right. Eleven. Tonight.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Look the hot. On the quick, right? Tonight.
Here's Stroud.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey, south. 19 Texas. Hey.
3rd and goal, Stroud.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Set. 380. You're out. Set.
Here's Herbert.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Herbert. Working the middle. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And they work this out past the 25. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
and happy.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. In motion, the tight end. Now it's Herbert. And it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finds Johnston. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Set.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Set.
Herbert. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Herbert. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Ladd McConkey. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and a yard.
Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
Stroud to throw it.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Houston.
Ty Chandler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Set. 380. You're out. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's complete to Diggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set.
Looking to throw. Herbert. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Home trips right. Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set.
Herbert throwing again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Just too many mistakes in all phases of the game. Still, you've got a chance to get this back to a one-score game here in the 3rd quarter. You've got to be able to convert here. Instead, it comes up empty.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, You can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Oh, hey. Tonight.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Let's go. Tonight.
They run for it with Mixon. Able to slither by, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, ready. Flash, flash, flash. Tonight.
Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Take Dell from 19 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down. Herbert now. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. In motion goes the tight end.
Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 19 yards away.
And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Now he'll give it up on the reverse.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
All right.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, a give to Mixon.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A toss left side for Mitchell.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. Herbert. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Texans force the turnover They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. On the jet sweep, there goes Collins.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Now Chandler.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Stroud back to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Escaping a tackler at the 25. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Throwing, Herbert. That's caught by Diggs. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 73 yards.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 90 ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Let's go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory.